Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Joseph Novichkov, Senior Trading Manager with GDM. Today's outlook, we're starting with Asian stocks. They mostly advanced on Wednesday, but share markets in China were caught in a sudden selling spree. This was in the afternoon session. Volatility, however, returned to China's share markets on Wednesday, with the Shanghai Composite Index skidding over 4% after waving in and out of positive territory. That was since the market opened. Meanwhile, however, in Japan, the index over there, Japan 225 index, outperformed the region, rising 1.9%, with, of course, financials and exporters leading the charge. On the domestic data front, exports rose 0.6% in September from a year earlier. This was a data that showed from a Ministry of Finance that was showed earlier on Wednesday. Of course, it missed expectations for a 3.4% rise and way below August's 3.1% gain. Imports, however, shrunk 11.1% on year in September, slightly better than expectations for a 11.7% annual drop, producing a trade deficit of 114.5 billion yen. Expectations, however, were Japan to post a trade surplus of 84.4 billion yen. The dollar was little changed at 119.4 yen in a late Asian trade. European equities opened roughly flat on Wednesday as, of course, investors look ahead to the meeting of European Central Bank on Thursday, a subject that is expected to come up at the ECB meeting, which is being held in Malta rather than Frankfurt this month, is whether the bank needs to increase its €1 trillion bond buying program. The euro firmed against the dollar on Wednesday after solid Eurozone data tempered prospects of the European Central Bank implementing additional stimulus before the year end. The euro was about 2% to 1.1362, adding to Tuesday's modest gains after it had struck a 10-day through of 1.1306 at the start of the week. Gold in the commodity sector extended gains to a second session on Wednesday as a softer dollar increased its appeal as a hedge, with, of course, investors awaiting stronger clues on when the Federal Reserve will rise interest rates. Gold, meanwhile, rose 0.1% to 1177.20 an ounce in early Asian trade. The metal gained 0.5% in the previous session, snapping a 3-day losing streak. Oil prices in the energy sector fell on Wednesday after data from an industry group showed a larger than expected build in U.S. crude inventories last week, fanning, of course, worries over global supply, even as a slightly weaker dollar provided some minor support. U.S. crude dropped 47 cents to 44.75 a barrel after settling up at 46.29. And in today's calendar, we're expecting the Bank of Canada's interest rate decision and monetary policy report. That is at 14, and at 17, Bank of England's Governor Mark Carney will have a speech. That's all for today. Thank you very much for being with us. See you next time. Bye-bye.